Live? Are we live? Alright, so, hey, so we're going to start off with, my name is Matcha, just on the commentary, and we're going to start with Sponge versus Aynym. So we have Link versus Marth, two sorties. It's going to be interesting to see how Link uses his projectiles just to try and get in, but just like that, really good pressure and extra damage with the boomerang. Gonna knock that bomb away, but really good three-piece combo from Link. Gonna try and really use to the best advantage that bomb. Look him right in the eye. Now Sponge on the ropes. 78 each, but now Link gonna try and move a little bit more and get some extra damage. Really good nair, barely gonna make it back, but gonna gimp Aynym and take that first stock. Let's see if Sponge can keep this lead. So far, the pressure really good, but a very nice parry coming from Aynym. And let's explode the bomb. Not going to go for a follow-up from that boomerang up close. It's a really good combo tool and pressure as well as edge guarding for the boomerang. Can really mess up, but going to knock it that and a sweet spot back air from Aynym. Very well done. Trying to throw at the boomerang whenever possible to add a little bit of extra pressure, but gonna hit the dancing blade onto Sponge. Really soaking up all these hits. Good attempt at that ledge trap, but gonna dance quickly away from the up B and into a dancing blade. This ledge trapping, very scary, but Aynym is no stranger to getting around all of this pressure as Marth. Gonna try and hit him. Nice back air. Shield breaker, gonna try and do the down air, but gonna be reverse edge guarded. Very well done. These players respecting each other quite a lot with a lot of the head nods to each player's playing. And wow, very good spacing from Sponge. Just gonna avoid that forward smash from Marth. High recovery, gonna air dodge in. Very good textbook recovery, knockout. Gonna do a really good edge guard with that counter. Very interesting. Down throw doesn't really do too much for Marth, but you know, adds a little bit of damage positioning, and you got to see what their air dodge options are. Very good weight to get that strong part of it, but going to recover high to avoid Aynym's counter, just like for the last stock that he got him with. Very well done. Going to throw that bomb away. Oh, going to try and read the tech option, but not quite. Sponge is not going to fall for that. Push him off the stage, maybe set up a little bomb action, throw the boomerang. Yeah, the bouncing can be really annoying sometimes because that also has a hitbox. Just the bouncing of the bomb, not even the explosion. And Sponge really trying to put on the pressure, throwing a little back air, boomerang as usual. BC is rolling a lot more and throwing out those back airs, trying to just throw the whole kitchen sink at Aynym as he tries to destroy this pressure from all of his projectiles. Gonna throw the bomb, trying into the dash grab. This is very close for both players. Just who can get the sweet spot. And gonna finish it with that forward air. Very well done from Sponge. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because both are sorties, yes, but Marth really does rely on getting those sweet spot hits on his opponents. As for Link, it's a lot of that ledge trapping, a lot of edge guarding with the projectiles and your disjoint from your sword, because Link can play a lot of different games. You can play the zoning game very well with the sword and the projectiles at the same time, but Marth having a counter can exploit his recovery, which oftentimes uses those hitboxes, you know, whether it's the bomb recovery or it's the up B, right? Just having the great slash with that constant hitbox coming out of it, just counter off stage and punish well. Interesting, very interesting music choice, but I love the Kirby music. Very cheery for this game too. And now, Aynym versus Sponge. Sponge with the first game, and let's see if Aynym can bring this back. Stop him from taking the set. Gonna keep edge guarding him. Yes, sour spots, but wow, already first spot. The stock is gone. Only 7% on Aynym. Doing very well, really feeling himself. Sweet spot into the parry. Just gonna keep hitting those sour spots or sweet spots. Just add a lot more extra credit. Very well done. Gonna punish him with a nice delayed dancing blade. Let's see if he gets him this time with it. No, not quite. Dolphin slash not gonna connect. And Sponge trying to bring this back a little bit. Oh, classic reversal. Very good parry on the last hit of the great slash. But an SD from Sponge. This is not looking good. He took game one so dominant. Well, not dominantly, but he did a pretty good job just trying to avoid it. Throw an F smash in neutral. Okay, it landed. And see if, Aynym can really not get cocky with this because, characters like Link, a lot of kill potential, so you could always have a comeback. We've seen that a lot here at Heaven's Arena. But that said, taking the first stock, let's see if Aynym can maintain that lead, put a game on the board, or Sponge is going to clutch it out. Yeah, just trying to stuff out Marth's aerials with some aerials of his own. This is looking very rough for Sponge, but he's fighting back as strongly as he can. This is difficult. Aynym just keeps throwing his bomb right back at him, saying, you can take it, I don't want it anymore. And a counter, but not quite going to land. This one might. Oh, but a very good just lean back from Sponge. An amazing drift from Sponge yet again. Really understanding that, I don't need to use bombs to recover. I just need to have good aerial drift and awareness in this game against Marth. Marth, pretty good at that. I'm not going to fall for that reverse great slash again, but a very good high recovery to avoid the low edge guard from Aynym. Just good mixing up at the ledge, whether he's going to do the great slash above the ledge or he's just going to do a traditional recovery. Bringing it back, 130 on Sponge, but as we all know, Marth can struggle to kill if he doesn't find those sweet spots. So let's see what's going to happen. Speaking of sweet spots, going to hit that forward tilt. And Aynym, pretty content. Doesn't really need to do too much, but yep, going to take that sweet spot on the back air. Going to take game two. One game apiece, and Aynym is on the board. So that was pretty interesting, but Sponge really just I'm not sure if the first stock was an SD, but it seemed like pretty interesting play off the stage, and that second stock was an SD. So let's just see if Sponge can just bring this out and take the third game without SDing. Gonna go back with their mains. Got Sponge on the Link and Aynym on the Marth for this game 3 at Heaven's Arena. Let's see, PS2, amazing theme, Cynthia's theme. Very, very dramatic music and a great choice for this game 3. Let's see who takes it. So, both players going to be going for a lot of the strategies that they've been doing for the first two games, just stuffing out each other's aerials. It's going to be interesting to see how both players can do that aerial game, because it's very important for Link. Anti-aerials with the boomerang. And good disjoints on both of them, but going to try and do a footstool combo, not quite going to hit it. But, and the shield breaker in the wrong direction. I really do like how Aynym is delaying those and not going to tech that. Aynym going to take the first stock with 50%. Yeah, you're not going to be able to use that special property if you take damage as Link on the forward smash, but that said, 13, 26%. Aynym's doing a pretty good job hitting these sweet spots just to add up more of the extra credit onto Sponge. And nice, very good. Catching the landing. And now it's going to be 2 stocks apiece. 47 on Sponge. Swat that bomb away. Don't want that sitting there and ruining my neutral game. Early air dodge. And very nice peek above the ledge to hit the last few hits of the Great Slash. Some interesting bread and butters from Sponge. Nothing too fancy. None of those really fancy combos that we see on Twitter. Just very simple plays, but sometimes simple is enough. And that counter, wow, stays out a long time. Extremely active. Speaking of that, 22% from that counter. It's looking rough yet again for Sponge, but he can definitely bring this back as he did in both games. Just very close on the last stock. Nair, another Nair. That Nair is so good. And the sweet spot back air. Might take it, but Aynym finding some trouble getting the edge guards and finishing, but yeah, not gonna make it back to the stage. Really seemed tough for